Hi guys, in this video I show you the hook, how we do it in the Tai Chi Sanshou training. Okay, so we train two kinds of hook in our simulation and sparring training. The first hook is a technical correct hook, like in boxing. It's really sideways. If you see that it hits here, and not at front or whatever another angle. And the second one is like a more street-like hook. Okay. It's like this. It has a much longer reach, and you see in many street fight situations, people are like doing this. And they're not even looking because they don't want to get hit in the face. So they turn their head down, and then they swing like this. So you see this actually not a technically correct hook, which is really sideways. This is actually a round punch, but the punch is actually extending to the front and not so much sideways like the real technical correct hook. Okay, but we talk about the technical correct hook first. So if you have done the Tai Chi form, some basic form, or our Tai Chi 24 form, you will see there's one section called the two wind into the ear, or two mountains into the ear, and it goes like this. And then if you put one hand away, it's actually an overhead hook. If you put down a little bit, it's a normal hook. Okay? So if he gives me a jab cross, and then I go outside, and then this one is already do the hook. Okay? Nobody's gonna punch with the double fist, and then you do this, like in the traditional, it's just for training, so that your arm is moving the right way, and then you do one, and then two. Okay? But the rotation is actually very important. So I can parry the first punch and then do only one punch, and then with the rotation already going into the hook. Okay, it's not like this, bam, back, and then hook, but it's actually rotating into the hook already here. Okay, that's why we do it like this. You can also do the hook single-handedly. We have a Qigong-like exercise also for that. We go like in our neutral stance, and the arm a little bit higher on the shoulder level, yeah, and then you put one arm down, and then you turn, and then switch, and then you turn again, and then switch, turn at the same time, and you see it looks very much like cloud hands or whatever, but actually if I close my hand, you will see this actually a hook, and you see his glove movement. That travels the same space as a hook, okay? And very important is the hook is, when I do the hook, you also can try to hit the front side, but then you have to move. If it comes, and then I do the hook in the standard way, I'm not punching here, this section, but the side section, like here, yeah, you can see. But if I do the slip, you call it in boxing, or I change my footwork, and with my parries, my cloud hands in Tai Chi, he comes with a punching, and then I go outside, and now if I hook, it's actually punching the front side. Okay, so actually the target can be moved, the target area, with my footwork. Okay, and because it's a very round motion of punch, it's very common to combine this round punch motion with another round footwork motion. So we call it the wheel in Chinese wrestling. And if he comes, I go outside, and then I start like walking a circle around him. Yeah? And if we only wrestle, it's like this kind of motion. That's why it's called wheel, because we rotate. But also here, if it comes, and then we wheel outside, and then you can combine it with your hook, okay? And if you train along in shadow boxing, try both kind of hook. Also, it's actually like the same, like thrusting punch. Okay, thrusting, you have actually the lead thrusting punch and the rear thrusting punch. It becomes jab and cross. So now you have the lead hook and the rear hook. And now also you can see the lead hook has a less distance and reach, yeah? if I punch like this, and the second one has a longer reach, but also a bigger motion. That's why the rear hand is always actually the stronger hand. Okay, so the first and the second, I can even more, because if I punch him, he's gonna avoid this one, maybe go back a little bit, he go back, and then the second one, I didn't actually step, I make a big step, but it's like here, and then with my weight, also get the second hook, okay? So now we talk about the street version of hook. It's this kind of hook, or this kind of hook. So if he gives me more the street hook, yeah, right. And then he gives me the correct hook. You'll see the correct hook actually has not so much reach than a street kind of hook, but it generates more power because it's closer to your core section, okay? But it doesn't make it less dangerous, the street-like of hook, because in a professional fighting or competition, you always have the testing phase. So we go like jab both sides to test our reach, and then do some fake punching, yeah. But in the street version, this phase is not so long. It goes not 1 or 2 rounds, maybe only the first few seconds. And then another guy goes full in, you know, all in. And then if it comes like this, just, you know, a few, and then bam, 1, and bam, 2, and then it already goes into the passive mode. And yeah, you will get punched. And that's why it's actually more dangerous. But the defense of those two techniques are completely different. And that's why we have to talk about it later in our defense techniques, okay? But remember, you have to do the correct one first, and then you can try the street one, especially you're doing Kung Fu or martial art for self-defense. You have to train for the realistic everyday life situation, not only for competition, one-on-one situation. Okay, so see you next time.